Yes, I mean, what Craig Oliver, the Downing Street Communications Director, has done is he's written a letter to the broadcasters saying the debate has to take place in the week beginning the 23rd of March. That's before Parliament is dissolved, and it has to be those 7 party leaders. I think what you're seeing here is David Cameron finally laying down his cards and trying to achieve one of his 2 goals. Goal number 1 is to kill the debates, and if he can't achieve goal number 1, then he achieves goal number 2, which is to create a debate that has 7 party leaders that would be, in the words of one of his advisers, a Democratic Bore-athon, where you'd have all these party leaders droning on, and that would dilute the impact of Nigel Farage. I think he's going to achieve one of those 2 goals.
Colin, do you think he's going to achieve one of those 2 goals as Nick laid out there?
Yeah, I think, you know, I think he's made it absolutely clear he's not going to play during the campaign. It's got to be in the last week in March. That's the only time he's willing to do this. It's a one-off deal. And I think, you know, let's face it, the broadcaster's going to have to bite his hand off for this, because somebody wants to host this debate because it's going to be the box office event of the campaign. So I think, you know, I think it may well happen. I think this is the only option for it to happen. Therefore, they're going to have to go along with it. You know, we had Ed Miliband today saying any place, anywhere, any time. He's going to have to go along with what's on offer as well, because it's the only show in town. And let's face it, you know, we're talking about probably 3 weeks tomorrow, and we're all going to be glued to that. You know, partly that's because we're anoraks, but we can't afford to miss that. The problem for Ed Miliband is that he's got ground to make up in the personality stakes. If we go back to the polls that we were talking about just a moment ago, the only seat in the poll where he is thought to make perhaps the best Prime Minister is Kirkcaldy and Cowdenbeath, which was Gordon Brown's seat. The rest of them, including Labour seats, all think that David Cameron's better.
Nick, how do you see this panning out, this standoff?
Well, I vote for Rona. You should host the debate in Glasgow, because you know about doing these debates. STV did a very good one last year in the referendum. I think that there will be resistance from the broadcasters, but if the Prime Minister is saying only one debate, what can they do? And Ed Miliband will be absolutely furious, because he wants to have that head-to-head in a presidential way with David Cameron. But at the end of the day, if the Prime Minister's not going to turn up, it's quite difficult for the broadcasters to empty chair him.
To quote the last leaders' debate, I agree with Nick.